it's TK Shows here, and today I'm going to be doing a David Walliams book review. So, this already has the favourites, like the rank, and I'm just, so it's a ranking from the top favourite to the least favourite. So I'm going to be telling you why I like them, and why I put them first, second, third, or so on. So I'm going to first start with Billionaire Boy. This is actually my favourite. It's actually really because like he's actually very rich and very spoiled, and this is it's the only one with a moral. So that's the reason why I like it, because it's a moral story. And it's actually about this boy who's very rich and spoiled. Okay, this is the boy. Right, so I really like this story, and I like it because he doesn't actually have any friends. If you look on the blurb, you'll see. But in the end, he gets a friend, but he realizes that how spoiled he used to be, because in the end, he is not very spoiled anymore. He only he has a friend, and his friend becomes related to him too. So that's why I like it. This is my second favourite, Bad Dad. And this is actually my favourite because there is this dad, which is not actually bad, but when you read it, it feels like it's bad, but not really. And he lost his job, but and his next job he could only find was robbery. And I like this one because in the end, the bad guys all get caught in prison, and the funniest piece is at the end, and it's where everybody throws rotten fruit at the bad guys. Ha ha ha! And the third one, drum roll. So it is Grandpa's Great Escape. This does have a sad ending, but I still like it, and I rate it 9 out of 10. The reason why I rate it 9 out of 10 is because it has a sad ending. So yeah, if you just have a look at that book. Why it is my third favourite is because it's not the best, but the best piece is when the granddad, if you see at the front of the granddad, and his grandson fly this really big airplane, and that's just the reason why I like it. But there is quite funny pieces. But he has an illness. The granddad has an illness where he is forgetful, and this is one of the really funny pieces because he's so forgetful. When he gets some tea, and in about 3 weeks, he gets some tea on the table. And when he takes the tea and puts it on the table, he just forgets to drink it. And that's one of the really funny pieces. So I recommend it for you if you like long books. It has about 435 pages, or that more. I think it's got about 460 pages, but I got to read through this. And fourth, it is The Boy in the Dress. I like this because it's so funny. The reason why it's funny is because that this boy wears a dress, if you see there, and his headmaster doesn't like it, so his headmaster expels him from school, but he comes back for a football match because he really likes football. And when he's playing that football match, the other team's winning, so he did something really funny and stupid a bit. Let all his friends, they're all boys nearly, to wear a dress. Oh my. Yeah, that's super funny. So that's why I like it. Next up is one of the bigger books, and it's called Slime. So the reason I like this book is because Slime is a superhero. And the reason is because that Slime helps loads of children defeat all the bad adults, and in the end, like, the news passes on to so many people, and then it passed on to the police, and the bad adults got arrested. The reason why they used to didn't get arrested was actually because all the adults, like all the police adults were also bad, so that's why they didn't arrest all the bad adults. So yeah, that's the reason why I like this book. Nextly, we have got The Midnight Gang. And the reason why this is a piece of paper is because the other book was borrowed by one of my friends, so I don't have it here today. So the reason why I like The Midnight Gang is because, like, these few children have fun, and The Midnight Gang was created to make children's dreams come through. Like, for example, there was one that wanted to be the first one to go to the North Pole, and they just got this big freezer with and then just put lots of snow in and dressed up as polar bears and pretended that the child's dream was the child was at North Pole. So that's literally how they do it. And there was a matron who was wicked, like so wicked, and in the end, the matron did get defeated and lost her job. And yeah, also I didn't tell you that the children were trying to escape because they are at this horrible hospital. So yeah. Seventh, we have, drumroll, we've got Mr. Stink. So Mr. Stink, I put it seventh, and it's really funny this because Mr. Stink is a tramp, and he has a dog, and this is Chloe, and Mr. Stink is Chloe's only very nice friend, and the reason why Mr. Stink is actually a tramp is because somebody set fire to his house because he used to have a lot of money. So that means, like, he was really rich. And he had a wife, but because I said somebody set fire to his house, his wife died, and he was really sad. And after the house was burned, he didn't have any house, right? He didn't want to go and buy another one or anything. So he just became a tramp. Yeah, I suppose. And the reason why I really like this book, because it's super funny. And the reason why it's funny is because Mr. Stink, because, like, it was a really noisy day once. And he just because he wanted earphones, and for his earphones he used rabbit droppings. Funny, right? So that's for Mr. Sink. So we're going to move on to the next book. And eighthly, drumroll, it is Gangsta Granny. So Gangsta Granny is a story about where this granny like, she isn't actually a gangster, but if you don't know what a gangster means, it's just literally a robber, right? So she tells really funny stories, and the reason why I kind of like the story is because the granny tells lots of silly stories, and then Ben, her grandson, thinks she's actually a gangster because one of those stories she said when she was small, like about 11, Ben's age, she went to rob her. She stole something, and she didn't actually steal anything really. But the funniest piece, it's super funny. If you can tell, so you know Raj, the shopkeeper, he's really funny because Ben buys magazines and literally, Raj, like, because Ben buys magazines again, Raj didn't want the magazine to go out of date, so he put the magazine in the fridge. Super funny, right? That's what Gangsta Granny. Now let's move on. Ninthly, we have got Awful Aunt. This one isn't like exactly terrible, but it has quite a few terrible pieces in it, where the awful auntie kills her own brothers by lighting up a chimney while the small brother was up there just for... Yeah, I know. And then she wanted to kill her own niece. So, yeah. It's for money, which is really greedy, so that's why I put it 9th place. And 10thly, this was also borrowed by one of my friends, so we've just got a piece of paper. This was a story about a dentist who was very wicked, and the dentist literally just stole the teeth. And guess what she did with the teeth? Well, she actually had this small cave, and all her furniture and stuff she uses were all made out of the teeth. So literally she just steals the teeth. Yeah, I didn't really like this story that much because it was tiny bit creepy. But in the end, the demon dentist did get defeated. And for the 11th one is Ratburger. Ratburger, it's a bit of a terror story. So, I didn't like this one, but it wasn't last. Because this was about somebody called Bert, and he sells burgers, and it has a clue at the front of what he does, which is Ratburger. So he's actually, people call him Ratburger because he sells burgers with rats in, which is horrible. So. And it's really, really creepy, this story, because he actually lost one eye. So, yeah. So, you would be like, so he doesn't actually have any eyes. So, like, because he doesn't like the rats, because once the rat, because he wanted to kill the rat, by doing this like little explosion thing, but before he could do it, the rat just like trying like the explosion made his eyes fall out, so that's why he doesn't like rats. And it's really creepy. So if you're only like 4 years old, I'd say don't read this story because yeah, it's creepy. It's most suitable for above 7 years old. I'm 7, so I read it. And lastly, we have got The World Was Short. This is quite a thick book, and I didn't really like the 3 series because I've read all the 3 series, and the reason I don't like it is because like all the 3 series are the same, and I thought like every series would be different, but literally it was just the same. Like you see And it's all just about where there's some children which have bad behaviour. So that's why I don't like these 3 series. There is also The World's Worst Teachers, and I like The World's Worst Teacher much more than The World's Worst Children. I don't have it now because I borrowed The World's Worst Teachers. So literally The World's Worst Teachers was much funnier because this is a really funny piece where a bad teacher got flushed down the toilet, and I think that was super, super funny. So I hope you like this video. And remember to subscribe, like, and I'll see you in my next video. Do share and comment. Bye!